It's a new chapter. Chapter 6 deals with fraction operations. It's a big chapter. We've got 6 sections. The first one is multiplying a fraction with a whole number. Second section is dividing a fraction by a whole number. Then we're going to do quiz number 1. Then 6.3 is multiplying proper fractions. 6.4 is multiplying improper fractions and mixed numbers. Then we will have quiz number 2. Then section 6.5 is dividing fractions and mixed numbers, and then 6.6 is applying fraction operations. Then we'll do some review and a unit test. So it's a big chapter, 2 quizzes plus the exam to make sure that you're on track as we go through the process. Inside front cover gives you some tips on what you need to be able to do through each section. 6.1. You need to be able to multiply positive integers to positive fractions where the numerator, the top number, is less than the denominator or the bottom number. And then you need to be able to put it in those terms. And you need to understand that positive whole numbers are always over 1. So let's get started on section 6.1. Multiplying a fraction and a whole number. We'll begin with working example number 1, multiplying using a model. But first up, we've got a definition. A proper fraction is a fraction in which the denominator is greater than the numerator. So, for example, 5/8. Top number is smaller than the bottom number. So that's an important thing to keep in mind. Now, question is, find 3 times 5/6 using fraction strips and then write the product in lowest terms. So let's take a look. 3 times 5/6, what that means is that we're going to have 5/6 added together 3 times. Once, twice, 3 times. That's 3 times 5/6. If you do repeated addition, that's the same as multiplying. So if we take a look at fraction strips, this is one whole strip broken into sixths. 5 of them are shaded, so the shaded part represents one of these fractions that we're adding together. If we add them up 3 times, we have 3 separate strips that we add together, and you line them up. So this is one shaded section. The next shaded section starts in the same place, right here. And then the next one lines up here. So we've got 3 strips of 5/6. When we add them up and we compare it to more strips, the shaded region starts here and it continues all the way through 1 full strip, 2 full strips, and then part way into this 3rd strip, and it ends right there. So this big shaded section is the equivalent to 3 times 5/6. When you look at that, you can count them up. Well, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 of them. So there are 15 sixths then that are shaded. Now, we can put this into lowest terms. 15 and 6 are both divisible by 3. So if we divide the top by 3, 15 divided by 3 is 5. Divide the bottom by 3, 6 divided by 3 is 2. All of a sudden, that's lowest terms. You can't divide anything into both 5 and 2 other than the number 1. So that means it's lowest terms. So 3 times 5/6 equals 5/2. 5/2. Now if you don't want to use fraction strips, like we did here, you can also use pattern blocks. And if we've got 5/6 of a pattern block shaded here, and we've got 3 of them, we can break that down and add them up. So we can do 3 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 of them are shaded. And so 15 of them shaded looks like this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 halves. Because each one of these, well, there's 15 triangles here that are shaded, and 3 triangles makes a half in pattern blocks. So it's 5 halves, which is what we came up with down here. It's 5 halves. So you can look at it that way. So, using fraction strips, please try and do the show you know.